ओके सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। अब पहले गोल्ड या पहले वाईएम वाईएम पे बाद में जाता हूँ, पहले जाते हैं गोल्ड क्योंकि मैंने गोल्ड ही खोला। अब टॉकिंग अबाउट गोल्ड, I had like two scenarios in my mind coming into that day. One was Thursday reversal off of this relevant swing, then Friday continuation, EQ of previous day's range acting as a level of relevance. And so I could have framed bullish as well, right? And at the same time, for bearish scenario, daily opposing candle, EQ of daily opposing candle being respected, previous day forming a reversal of a previous day high, next day continuation, Thursday retracement, Friday continuation lower. That was the idea which I wanted to take. Daily profile Asia reversal, New York continuation. So now you would be having a much clear reason behind my why I was wanting to short here, and why did I not take a market order there. Why I was waiting for a limit order, because price was totally valid to reverse off of this low here, because the previous day's bullish framework was still not invalidated. EQ was resting here, so it could have still framed bullish off of this low, which was एक चीज करनी पड़ेगी। So it was totally valid to price would have been totally valid if it would have framed a bullish reversal off of this low resting just above previous day's EQ. Totally valid. So that's why I was wanting to take my TP of that short position from here around this level. So that's why I didn't execute on the market order, was wanting a limit order. So in order to get an optimized entry, because my target was less. Yes, I was wanting to short till previous low as well, but I would have left a runner. I would have uh, like booked most of my position here. And if we break this down, you can frame it bullish from here as well, right? Above previous day's EQ. Sure. Now, expansion met with expansion is a reversal. Expansion into an objective, इसको कैसे ऑफ करूँगा और बाकी ठीक है. Expansion into an objective, which is the new phase consolidation, right? We know price can't reverse off of consolidation, so expansion, consolidation is a continuation signature, so it needs to give another expansion in the previous direction. Previous direction was bullish, so again at least till here. So then this the level of relevance becomes this, right? This much should be clear to you all. Now when price tags this, can you frame an AMD reversal off of here? Surely, right? Price rejecting range high, so framing this AMD reversal, or you can say AMD continuation in this sense, but if you see it this way, then AMD reversal anyway, consolidation, expansion out of the range, expansion back into the range, it is reversal. I was not wanting to take this, instead was like instead wanted to use this for a framework. This was valid as well in terms of the daily range, but the bullish framework was still valid. Price would have formed a bullish entry off of here, closure above this, total 100% valid. Current low of the day, established low of the day, continuation entry, total valid. So that's why I didn't take this, because the one side wasn't invalidated completely yet. So I was wanting to see how price reacts to this. That's why using this as a framework. Now I can sense a true breakout below this swing. Price displays its rate, comes back, immediately starts displacing away. Up. Then comes 930. 930 is of no relevance in gold. It's just open high low close time. 30-minute candle. Forms SMT here. Still failing to return back much inside this swing. Then M5 here. Closure below here. Now the true breakout below this swing is totally clear, right? Sure. Clean opposing candle. Enough of a range. Good framework. Reversal continuation of that. So that's why I wanted to take limit order short there. I guess I don't exactly remember where, because if I take market order there, 2R comes here, and if price wanted to go bullish this day, completely valid if it wants to go from here. So that's why I was wanting to optimize entry in order to secure that position somewhat like this, as much close to this low as possible, but eventually didn't get filled, and that's okay. So now the question comes, why I didn't take the second entry, this one, because I could still look to frame bullish off of this low here. The bullish idea is still not invalid. That's why I have different templates for different things. This one here for intermediate time frame, low time frame. This one tells me about daily H4 always. EQ stays here. 10 a.m. opens up. When 10 a.m. forms a high or low of the day, I would ideally want it to be a small wick 10 a.m. H4, so that it can reverse or like go counter the daily range, cap the daily range. It being a H4 expansion candle, then holds the potential to cap the daily range only if it is an expansion candle. If this becomes a large wick candle, I am not interested, because the daily is already a large wick candle to the downside, and bullish EQ for continuation, for bullish continuation, is still staying kind of respected, kind of not. So more bullish than bearish here, but leave it here. This low, which I was paying attention to, मैंने मार चला देनी. Then this is SMT here. पीछे हो जाओ. Yes, it is SMT. This 10:30. Yes. So completely valid, right? So either taking this or then this intermediate term low, 11 a.m. OLHC away from 10 a.m. OLHC, bullish continuation, but not much interested because the daily range is too exhausted for me, so I let it go. If that's clear, we can move on to YM and the EQ thing. Just indicator on करो भाई, बाद में मैं भूल जाऊँ. और मैं इतनी स्लो क्यों बोल रहा हूँ? ताकि हम भाई क्या करें, शोर हो आप. Daily closure. अच्छा पुराने मैसेज. This is yes sir. Yes. Switching bias. I need to find an example. Switching bias. Okay, I do have one example. I do remember I was bullish one day on. नहीं यार, एक second. Okay. Like this comes with the understanding of relevant swings and phases of price. Obviously, two things relevant with the understanding of relevant swing and phases of price, and why and how the logic behind them. Just give me a second. ये क्या लिखता हूँ मैं, मस्त लिखता हूँ मैं भाई. Now relevant swings tell you where, like here, there. Phases of price tells you if that idea is right or what should you do next, ideally logically. Relevant swings tell you the where, till where you should target or from where you should look for opportunity. Phases of price tell you how to look or how to frame them, what to do, where to do. अभी डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना, हाँ भूल जाएगा. ओके, अब मेरी एग्जांपल मेरे पास थी उस पे, ठीक है. एनक्यू यहाँ पे कहीं था, एसएमटी. एक सेकंड. ये यस ओके. नहीं यार, ये भी नहीं है. 10 AM होगी, 10 AM. 10 AM, 10 AM. Oh mother. 10 AM. मैंने मार्क्स बनाए जो फालतू में से थे. This could be used as an example. Okay, yes. हाँ EQ आता हूँ ना यार, एक सेकंड. इसको अब हिंदी नहीं आई, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. Okay, not the one example which I wanted to show you, but one of those. This is a relevant swing to me. Why? Current week's unestablished low Monday, no opposing week, so I could frame bullish off of here in the terms of weekly open low. If it forms an established low, then trading away from it. So Thursday I can have a idea of like Thursday. Oh, let's see in my mind with the weekly range logic. अब इस पे लगाने पड़ेंगे separator. Smooth operator. Okay, done. Now having a bullish idea in my mind on Thursday, I can see established low of the day forming below daily open, right? Forming below daily open, but the daily wick being kind of large, so I reduce my targets, refine them till the failure swing resting around current high of the day or daily opening price. In this case, daily opening price is around here, so then current high of the day, unestablished swings. This being as the ultimate objective, this H1 Badmizi fair value gap. And I guess so I took this. So like suppose you have framed a bullish bias, right? then what am I using to like book my targets? Relevant swing. This is a relevant swing. I'm not using this. I'm not using this, right? I'm just using this, or you can say this, a relevant swing. Okay, we use this, any. Okay, I'm using a relevant swing. Same here, using this, a relevant swing. This is not a relevant swing to me. This is not a relevant swing to me. This is a relevant swing to me. How you can differentiate between the relevant swings? Simple way. Basically, a swing which has clear separation enough of a distance from the other swing. If this swing comes here, this and this don't have enough of a separation, then I won't consider this one as a relevant swing. I would consider this as the relevant swing. But this and this have enough of a gap, space between them, so that if price reacts off of this swing, I can frame something from here without worrying that this swing comes too close to this, right? But if suppose this is the swing here, right? Now can I frame off of this, and would I be okay still if price manipulates this and not this? Doesn't make sense, right? But if this swing has clear difference from the next swing, then I can use this to frame anything, right? The next manipulation candidate or anything would have space from this. Hope I explained it in the like kind of good way quickly. But okay, back to this. You have a bullish bias, right? You target the relevant swings. Now, as you are targeting only relevant swings, you can switch your bias if price shows you using phases of price with relevant swings. If phase of price tells you reversal after the relevant swing is hit, now I can switch my bias to bearish. A relevant swing is hit, you can first. That's how I sometimes take long and short the same day. Like framing here to here, relevant swing. Then this relevant swing gets hit. Now I want to know which phase is the new phase of price. If it is a reversal, then I want to frame till here. Reversal framed off of a relevant swing, then framing it till here. Makes sense. This is not the best example, but I don't remember the date exactly. And let me see. I guess so. I took this. This is 27th March in Q. 20 watching, yes, how price reacts to it. Like either which is the new phase. Like the same way I used, क्या use करा था मैंने आज? Gold. The same way I explained it for gold here. Like here, right? This is a relevant swing to me. This is a relevant swing to me. You get the reason why this is not a relevant swing to me. Not enough of a separation between them, right? So this becomes a failure swing. I am only concerned about this swing, not concerned about this swing. If I am to take my targets, I would take it till here. If I am to frame reversal, I would frame it from here, give no relevance to this. Okay, same way, this becomes a relevant swing. Now, oh yeah, sorry. Now price forms a reversal over where you target the next relevant swing. I did not get the opportunity in that, no problem. Now, watching how price reacts to a relevant swing. That's when we use intermediate time frame profiling as well. This was the relevant swing, right? This was the relevant swing. Reversal from framed off of here heads into next relevant swing. Using phases of price, I know if new phase of price is consolidation, I'm only concerned with the edges of the range. Now these two become the relevant swings to me because the new phase is consolidation. If the new phase have been reversal, then I would have been concerned about this opposing swing. Just give me a second. Dun, dun, dun. Eh, 2 मिनट ये क्या हुआ? एक सेकंड बॉयज, एक सेकंड. मैंने मार चला दी यार. I would explain it. Just give me a second. स्क्रीन दिख रही है ना? चोर लोगों, स्क्रीन दिख रही है? Okay, back to gold. Now using phases of price with relevant swings. Now as the new phase is consolidation to me, now I am only concerned about the edges of the consolidation. I am not much interested participating within the range. Seeing how price reacts from here or here to then frame anything. Either manipulation of here, either true breakout or truly displacing through it. That are the two things that can happen with relevant swings. Manipulation or true breakout. I have in-depth video for each of these concepts which I just used in examples. Now this becomes a relevant swing, right? So reversal framed off of there. Then this was a relevant swing as well, right? This is a relevant swing and this is a relevant swing. Why? These two have clear separation in between them. Can I frame it higher off of here? Yes, because the swing which would form from manipulation of this swing would also have enough of a separation from this. Okay, had this swing been somewhat like this would not have been a relevant swing to me then, because I would not have been comfortable if price manipulates this. मैंने मार चलानी है क्या था? If price manipulates this and does not manipulate this, because these would be failure swings to me, right? But this wasn't the case. This had enough of a separation from this swing, which I can consider a protected swing. So that's why I wasn't okay with taking an entry here. Was wanting to see how price reacts to here. Two things can happen: either manipulation, either true breakout. That's the logic I used for framing that entry. एक second दो मेरे को ये चोर. This a relevant swing, this a relevant swing. This was the true breakout framework. Price is telling me it is not reversing off of this low, breaking through this truly, showing lack of willingness to return back inside this low. So then it is reaching for the next relevant swing. That's why using this opposing candle, having my SL there for a framework to short. I did not get the fill, but you can get the logic, right? This is so consistent and would give you so much clarity, but you would need to put in efforts consistently to have a good understanding over them. Same way using it here. This was the relevant swing, this was the relevant swing. price reaches a relevant swing, tags the relevant swing, immediately shows move back inside. So this, I would consider this as a reversal, right? Manipulation of this relevant swing. So which is the new phase to me? Reversal. So then I look to frame to the opposing side, which is this here. Makes sense. And my long was around here. Maybe this, I guess so. Until unless this was recently, I don't exactly. But this was good. 10 AM OLHC. 10 AM open low. Enough of a range into key level. Clean opposing candle, enough of a range. Good framework to go long. So now same way using this relevant swing. How price reacts to here? Immediately comes back inside. So you can think how is price reacting to here? Tags this, immediately comes back inside the range. So could be a criteria for reversal. So then framing it to the opposing and then same way. So but I had a good example, but I don't remember the day exactly. But छोड़ो क्या कर सकते हैं. So अब बताओ भाई मेरे को doubts fast. NQYM and EQ logic, right? So hope you got a bit clarity. जिस पूछा किसने था भाई? तब से समझा किसको रहा हूँ मैं? Yes, this thing. So just relevant swings and phases of price delivery. Not just them, but the main core concepts, I would say, foundation of my model. EQ thing, or okay, when I was watching how price reacts to it. I also might choose, so I will wait to watch recording as this. So if a left side comes, and now the next. मेरे को समझ नहीं आया भाई इसको अब हिंदी में इंग्लिश में कैसे समझ मेरे को हिंदी में भी क्या समझ नहीं आया if left side consolidation high tags and अच्छा ठीक है एक okay range high manipulation the next consolidation मतलब like you are saying this is a relevant swing price reaches there so somewhat like this right so I would see how price is reacting to this. Reversal is price hits an objective, immediately expansion met with expansion to the opposing side. Kind of V-shaped. This is ulta V. यार इसको उल्टा कैसे बोले? Inverted V, right? Expansion met with expansion to the opposing side should show you displacement. This is not showing any willingness to reverse to the opposing side, right? No clear aggressiveness. Clear, not clear. So this is not a reversal to me. So if not a reversal, this could be consolidation, this could be retracement, right? And I know consolidation and retracement both are continuation signatures. They give one more continuation in the previous direction. So then this would become the relevant swing high to me. if I want to frame it to the opposing side, if price shows me reversal signature here, then I can frame it here. That's like how the case for it was for yesterday. See it here. So consistent this is. Price hits a relevant swing. This is a relevant swing, right? Clear relevant swing. Price hits it here. Now I can't see immediate willingness, right? This is not a reversal to me. This is kind of reversal, like hits immediate V shape. This is a reversal. It won't be clear to you, but yes. And consider this. This is a reversal. Okay, so you can clearly see this is not a reversal, right? So then if this is not a reversal, then this is what is the new phase here. It is not expansion in the same direction as well. So not expansion, not reversal. There are 4 phases, so this could either be retracement or consolidation. And we know retracement and consolidation both are continuation signature. Retracement gives one expansion in the previous direction, as same for consolidation, it gives one expansion in the previous direction. So if this is a consolidation, the consolidation high becomes a relevant high. If we want a frame reversal to the opposing side, how you can see how it reacts here. Tags it immediate back inside. This is a signature of reversal, right? So it is possible to frame reversal off of here. Relevant level hits, price shifts into new phase, which is consolidation. And we know price can't reverse from consolidation, so then we shift our focus from here to the consolidation and to frame reversal, and we frame reversal off of here. And just framing the daily continuation entry, there was entry here, SMT there. I have in-depth video on how I frame daily profile. This is basically get a bias, then frame the daily profile. This is what I do on a regular basis. I wasn't at my system yesterday, that's why I did not take this, but most of you would have been able to see it for yourself. SMT there, Asia reversal. So after ATM entry, right, no clear entry to me. Manipulates the opposing swing, intermediate time high, nice. Driver logic, high formed prior to driver, which could be a predicted high, could be a candidate of manipulation. So what should the driver do? Expand away. So then driver expands away, confirming this as valid manipulation. This is 930 driver. Expands away, closes below here, forming opposing candle. This is the signature to take advantage on. Ishe targeting current unestablished low of the day as your objective because of the large wick of the daily candle. So this makes sense. Driver aligned continuation. So see how this forms on a regular basis. And why is this high of the day marked here? Because these all aren't relevant swings to me. These are all just failure swing to me. Relevant swing, you use relevant swings as a means of levels from where you can frame reversal to the opposing side. Would you be okay if price comes, manipulates this high but does not manipulate this, forms somewhat like this, I wouldn't be comfortable with price leaving this, and I wouldn't be comfortable framing a reversal off of this high. That's why you use relevant swing. These all highs hold no relevance to me. That's why I only pay attention to relevant swing. Makes sense? So अब मैंने समझा था EQ, राइट? ये तुम लोग मेरे को इंडेक्स ले जाते हो ना. Now is this clear for you as well? पता नहीं मैंने भी क्या समझाया, क्वेश्चन भी नहीं पूरा पढ़ा. Why was stronger asset today from हैं कुछ भी, वो तो होने के बाद कोई भी बोल सकता है stronger. Like I was wanting to long YM from the morning itself. Like only asset which I told I would frame bullish YM. I can frame indices both ways today. If bearish, I would frame NQ, ES, and RTY. If bullish, I would frame YM because YM had the best framework on the time frame which I used to frame narrative, daily H4. This is the reason why I longed YM. Clean, low resistance liquidity to target. Not today, but yeah, this would like pull YM towards them. But instead, if you have a look at NQ and ES, NQ has high resistance created above, ES has high resistance created above. Only asset which has failure swings above is YM. So more comfortable longing towards them. Could long RTY as well, but I was preferring YM because of the structure, I guess. RTY में अगर point, yes, RTY did, पता नहीं दी थी या नहीं है इधर, पता नहीं भाई. But I had like the expectation of wanting to long YM in the morning itself, and it had clear objectives to here as well. And yes, why I did not want to frame RTY, there was a reason I gave you people this task. If you want to short today, which assets? If you have a look at the overall structure of all four assets, only asset which did not have failure swings prior to it on the lows was YM. If you have a look at RTY, it had failure swings here. So it was an asset which you could have used to long. Makes sense why I wasn't okay with longing in this 6 cm H4 candle here. I was not okay, not comfortable trading away from these failure swings, and price was in so much close proximity to them. But YM instead had a protected swing. I can frame away from protected swing and towards unprotected swings. And having a look at ES as well, same thing for ES. Kind of same thing, but RTY was the best asset if you wanted to frame shorts, that too till here. Clean failure swings, right? And same for ES. Not completely okay framing away from these swings. You can frame away from this. This could be considered as a relevant swing to this. Kind of enough space, yes. But looking at all four, YM had the best framework. Clean manipulation here. Next relevant swing is here. And this is immediate reversal off of this. Clean move away. So YM was the only asset telling me it was okay going away from it. But then coming into the day, एक second दो. This is not expansion, this is not retracement, this is simple consolidation to me. And I know this, I am having an idea of this being a protected swing to me. Clean manipulation, immediate move back inside. So then this becomes a relevant swing and not this, right? You know why? Not enough separation. And for the heights, these, right? If you forget about this, this is the relevant swing high, relevant swing low. I'm wanting to see how price reacts to either one of them. If it would have tagged this, I may would have taken shots. I guess so. Maybe, I don't know. I may have taken shots. And if I were to frame shots, I would have preferred ES, RTY, or NQ. But it tags the range low for consolidation, right? Range low for consolidation. मैंने क्या बोलना था इसके पहले? तुम लोग चोर हो. Ah, we know one more thing. We know what? Expansion into consolidation. Price can't reverse directly from here. It needs to give an expansion till here. As consolidation is a continuation signature. Expansion, consolidation. Consolidation is what? Continuation signature, meaning price needs to give a continuation in the previous direction till the consolidation high at least. So, but when price tags this, I am already having an idea in my mind. As price can't reverse without taking this consolidation high, expansion into consolidation needs to give another expansion once again from consolidation. So, looking to frame long entries here, till here, using phases of price and relevant swings. This was the logic behind why I framed YM today, and then it goes till the consolidation. And this was my today's position. Hindsight and trick, मैं मार चलाऊंगा brother. I have executed on it. I did execute on it. क्या बात करते हैं भाई तुम? मार भी चलाऊंगा. I took this today. Okay. ठीक है भाई. Same thing here, right? Expansion into consolidation. Price can't reverse without taking the consolidation at previous phase or the expansion to the upside. So it needs to give expansion to upside once again. Makes sense. Just using phases of price, relevant things on a regular basis. थक गया मैं बोलते बोलते तुम लोगों को चोर. अगर मैं कंटेंट बनाने पे आऊँ ना भाई कितना पैसे छापूंगा मैं. श्योर हूँ. आज मैं बनाता नहीं सीरियसली. इस पे 3 इंडिकेटर भी क्योंकि मैं थक जाता हूँ इसलिए नहीं बनाता हूँ. As in spaced swings like अभी तो समझाया मैंने, that have enough separation to the next swing. Less separation, then I won't be comfortable trading away from it. The reason I wasn't okay longing RTY, less space between these swings, right? All failure swings. Once it tags it, then I can frame away from it, because this swing has enough of a separation from the next swing. Consider it here, or you can consider this, right? This swing has enough of separation to the next swing, right? Yes, but price can't go. है कौन सी भाषा लिखते हो आप? Can't go from consolidation. Consolidation, it can stay in the consolidation phase for as long as it wants. You do not have to predict, you have to react. You do not have to predict when will the consolidation end. You wait for it to end, then frame thereafter. You would be more okay getting on side with price when it is showing you that it is going here there, not when you are wanting it to go here there. Just use the swing. Yes. EU GU forex page. भाई प्लीज बाद में ये कल प्लीज। एम टुक दैट यार, एम ने तो लिया था, ओम सिंह को बोला मैंने फोन पे, देखिए यार क्या बोलो। ओम भाई के साथ था मैं कल, ओम भाई के घर पे, अपना लैपटॉप था ही नहीं मेरे पास। और हमारा ये है कि ओम भाई के लैपटॉप पे थोड़े दिन नहीं देखेंगे, नहीं करेंगे, तभी एक रीजन है ओम भाई भी नहीं कर रहे। Because YM flew up today and the rest couldn't, because YM had the framework to go up. There is a reason I don't take the same asset every day. Whichever has the best framework, I frame it. So ये थोड़ी होगा consolidation है, this would be consolidation है. But this wouldn't be the consolidation high. This would be consolidation high. This would be consolidation low. This I would consider this and this as a relevant swing. This would be consolidation high. This would be consolidation low. Frame this. Consolidation कब से frame करने लगे भाई लोग? Frame low trend expansion. Okay, nice, but I wouldn't take this because this, your SL could get swept and the idea could still be valid. But okay, if it works for you, it works. I am not okay risking it on it. अच्छा, खुद की एंट्री बोल रहा था। ओके ओके ठीक है सर। चार्ट कलर सेटिंग माइन इज हॉरिबल। चार्ट कलर्स 2 मिनट दो मेरे को। अब मैंने वाईएम समझा दिया सब। YM1 YM idea was clear why I longed YM and not any other asset, or relevant swings phases of price. The thing which is left, switching bias, relevant swing phases of price, gold is done, YM is done. EQ, making EQ much more simpler and more mechanical, logical. Yes, I wouldn't frame मेरे को 2 मिनट दो, मेरा गला सूख गया भाई बहुत दिनों से। थका देते हो हम। Tomorrow I will do a weekly recap for indices. इतना फाड़ होगा ना भाई, वो क्या बोलूं मैं। अब जिनको अब हिंदी समझ नहीं आया उनके लिए मैं ट्रांसलेट नहीं कर सकता। रेलेवेंट स्ट्रिंग की वीडियो नहीं है, इट इज कवर्ड इन द रिवर्सल्स वीडियो। सो ओके, अब मैंने क्या समझाना था, EQ। कितना मस्त समझाता हूँ भाई, मैं फैन हो गया। अब तो इसको हटा देते हैं। Same way, relevant swing used to frame reversal to the opposing side. और अब मैं गया हूँ थक। Okay, SMT there. EQ, EQ कहाँ से ना तुम लोग श्योर हो? So now talking about next week, if this low doesn't make it go higher, then I doubt this is a reversal in the short term. This is most probable draw for the next week if that low on the H4 doesn't like make it go higher, because this is kind of long-term view, then daily manipulation over here. Maybe if the next monthly open aligns, this is here new monthly candle June for a bearish candle, then bro, all these, then all these. Yes, I would still take these into consideration to those relevant swings. It could form OLHC off of these swings as well. Next monthly open load this EQ of this. हाँ अभी EQ वाले एग्जांपल इसमें बता दूंगा ना, ठीक है, because then I was wanting to see if this move back inside off of this swing, if this is a retracement or reversal. Now as I can sense today it is not a retracement, as it would have respected this and framed it higher, so then it is most likely reversal. So reversal's objective are opposing swings. Use any. Now EQ logic for a bullish candle. For a bullish candle, so मैंने मार्च ला देनी है. For a bearish candle. Okay. For a bullish candle, for a bearish candle. For any bullish candle, if you are using EQ, that means you are having the idea of bullish continuation higher, right? Bullish continuation higher the next day. For any bearish candle, if you are using EQ, that means you are having idea of bearish continuation next day, right? For any bullish candle, you pick the tool, Fibonacci tool, first place it to the low of the bullish candle. Then comes the thing, first step is always placing this tool to the low of the bullish candle, and for the bearish candle you place it start from the high of the candle. Okay, first step is placing it from the low of the bullish candle and high of the bearish candle. Now if this close matters, now if this close is close to the high of the candle, then you can frame it till you can frame the full candle's range. If this close of the candle is too far away from the high of the candle, right? If it is too far, then use till the close. Now one thing that remains constant for a bullish candle, it is framed always from the low. Would always be two cases, low to close or low to full body high. Low to close or low to high. Low to close when the close and high are far from each other, and low to high when the close and the high of the candle are close to each other. Same way, for a bearish candle, you always start from the high of the candle, then place it either at the close of the candle or at the low of the candle. How would you decide that? If these close and low of the candle are not much far away from each other, then frame it with full body. But if it has closed somewhat like this, clearly this closes away from the low of the candle, then you wouldn't frame it low to high, high to low. You would frame it high to close. One thing that remains constant, for a bearish candle, you always start from high. For a bullish candle, you always start from low. Then either either use it from low to close or low to high. That depends on where the candle has closed. If the close is away from the high low, then you frame it from, for a bearish candle, low high to close. For a bullish candle, low to close. Pretty simple, don't confuse it for yourself. Obviously you would frame from a low, then the step which is not decisive, only two things, low to close or low to high. How would you decide? If close is far away from the high, then you frame it till close. If close is near the high, not much away, then you would frame full body. Nice. Done. Now simple. Good USD CAD. I can't tell. Just by looking at M15, I can't tell. अब ठीक है, अब मैं जाऊँ, मैं मस्त सो जाऊंगा 10 बजे। बड़ा टाइम नहीं है मेरे पास, 12 बजे तक सो। 10 भाई क्या हाल है? मस्त हो? भाई मैंने पूरे दिन में एक बार खाना खाया आज। कल मस्त खाना खाऊंगा, टाइम पे खाऊंगा सब। ठीक है, कल कोई नहीं ऑब्सेशन नहीं है, 2-3 दिन में रूटीन ठीक करूंगा मस्त। उसके बाद यार अगले हफ्ते जाना पड़ेगा डॉक्टर पास, मार देना उसने, बोल रहा है दवाइयाँ खाई नहीं टाइम पे। जिन 2 लोगों को बोला वही करेंगे, क्योंकि मेरे को समझ नहीं आया मैं क्या करूँगा। Kind of valid, yes, maybe, but high time frame framework narrative I wasn't much convinced on NQ. Low time frame structure would always be a bit aligning in all 4 assets, but what matters is the high time frame framework. Not all 4 assets would expand. So ये क्या 1:1 से भी कम? So any entry, but if NQ doesn't have the high time frame reason to go higher, any entry I am not much convinced. So the operator. OLCH कौन सा होता है भाई? OLCH Duchamps क्या? There was same premise. My question is just from the high time frame framework, whichever asset has the logical reason to go here there on the high time frame, that would be good on the low time frame as well. But the other correlated assets would also look the same on low time frame, but the main asset would expand much more than the other because it has the better framework on the high time frame. आपको पता कैसे चला मैंने YM पे ली है, ये बताओ मेरे को, मैंने तो डाली ही नहीं थी। गुड है, बट मैंने ये वाली यूज नहीं करी सीरीज, मैंने तो ये यूज कर ली थी। चोरों वो तो तुमने मेरी पोजीशन देखने के बाद पता चला, पर यहाँ पे कैसे पता चला? लाइक हाउ डिड यू गेट टू नो आई हैव एंटर्ड इन वाईएम? Nice, relevant swing. But I would not use this, would use this for manipulation. So कलर अच्छे हैं भाई, अब कलर अच्छे हैं, या मैंने एनक से गलत दिख रहे हैं? नहीं, एनक में अच्छे दिख रहे हैं, ऐसे नहीं अच्छे। मुंडे अवल लेती पाए करना चिको के। नाइस भाई, नाइस डेडिकेशन। ठीक है भाई, फिर चलता हूँ मैं, मस्त रिकॉर्डिंग ऑफ कर। Meet you tomorrow with weekly recap on indices and how to make daily buys more systematic and more simple. Okay, bye bye.